Hey guys, Nina here, and I'm here to read chapter 11 of Ben Drowned fanfiction. So yeah. Chapter 11, Smile. Only 1 week later, I growled as I got off of the grass, wiping the blood that dripped down the corner of my mouth. "You want to play hardball, huh?" I shouted. My eyes turned redder and they started to bleed, and I instantly felt more powerful, like a wave of energy went through my entire body. He chuckled and swung his sword. "Don't get too confident, babe," he said. I growled. "Don't call me babe," I shouted, racing toward him. I was about to hit him with my power I had discovered last week that shot lightning out of my hands, but he dodged it. "What the hell?" I said, shocked. All of a sudden I felt a cold blade against my neck. I smiled and quickly reached over to my shoulder, pulling him over me and slamming him into the ground. "You shouldn't have done that," he said as he smiled. He dodged again. I got annoyed and said, "You know you're cheating, right? Stop being a pussy and fight me, right?" I yelled. I heard somebody breathe on my neck, and I froze and pushed my knife into his shoulder. "Stop doing that," I yelled, my face getting red. The hold quickly disappeared from his shoulder, and he smiled, laughing that laugh I love so much. I smiled and pointed to myself using both my fingers. "Come at me, bro," I said, laughing. He sped towards me. I jumped over him, landing on my feet. I stuck out my tongue, and he laughed. "You're getting better every day, Violet." I put my hands on my hips and smiled. "Thanks, Ben." Sunderman had me train almost every day with at least one of the guys. I have to say, it was pretty fun testing out my powers and kicking ass. Sunderman told me I had to train to be a killer if I want to stay at the creepypasta mansion. He also said it was in my blood and I had no choice. Don't get me wrong, I didn't mind it at all. I was actually looking forward to following my mother's footsteps. Ben had walked back to the mansion when I stayed in the woods. I wanted to explore a bit. I was jumping tree to tree, throwing knives into them when I heard something in the distance. I stopped and listened. It sounded like twigs snapping, like someone or something was walking or running on them really fast. I held my knife tight, waiting for whatever it was. I saw a gray husky covered in blood. I thought it was hurt when I noticed something. He had a huge, human-like cut and smile that was really creepy looking, and blood covered its teeth. That wasn't any normal dog. He resembled Jeff by looking at his cut and smile. I saw him taking the trail to the creepypasta mansion. Was this dog a creepypasta, I thought to myself. I had never seen him around. I ran to the mansion racing the dog. Guess he beat me though, because I didn't see him anywhere. When I heard a loud pitch girly scream come from inside the mansion. Sadly, I raced inside. The dog was licking her face, and she screamed and giggled. I dropped my knife, holding my chest, trying to catch my breath. What the? Jeff ran in the room laughing and opened his arms while the dog ran into his arms, licking his face. Smile, where have you been, boy? He said, petting his bloody fur. Smile, I said loudly. The dog quickly looked over at me, instantly pouncing on me without any warning, licking my face and panting. I closed my eyes and giggled a bit, trying... Brendan's trying to call me, I'm trying to do this. Licked my face and panted. I closed my eyes and giggled a bit, trying to get him off me. He crossed his arms, looking jealous. Aw, Smile likes you, Sally squealed, clapping her hands happily. Jeff rolled his eyes and whistled at Smile, telling him to come over to him. Smile listened and pranced down pranced back into Jeff. I wiped my face off all the slobbering and laughed. Sally sat next to me as we watched Smile and Jeff mess around and laugh. Smile is Jeff's best friend, she said, not taking her eyes off of them. I giggled and scratched my head. Yeah, I can see that. So, Smile is a creepypasta, I asked. She nodded happily and said, Yep, he's also the best cuddling buddy. I laughed and looked over at Jeff. I noticed how Smile brought out the best of him. I was happy he was best of him. How happy he was when he was with him. That's chapter 11, and I will be back for chapter 12.